Hey there, Posse. Are you looking to figure out how to love sweet wine? Actually, do you even know what sweet wine is? I think you're going to be really surprised. This episode will dispel some misconceptions and misperceptions and put you on the road to falling in love. Are you ready? Come on, let's go. Hey there, Posse, I'm Pierre, and welcome to Asti Wine Consultants. The point of this video is to help you along in the process of falling in love with sweet wines. I'm not going to assume that everybody knows what a sweet wine is. A sweet wine is one where some of the grape's natural sugar are left behind after fermentation. This creates a delightful sweetness. Think of it as the dessert of the wine world. It's less about sophistication and more about pure, sugary joy and delight. It's the wine equivalent of that friend who always shows up with cookies. Sugar cookies or chocolate chip cookies or whatever it is that you really like and love. You can't help but smile when you see those people. Now, roughly 15 to 25% of all table wine is sweet wine. These wines are like the rare gem of the box of assorted chocolates. Those that are harder to find, but they're so rewarding when you do. Now, to fall in love with someone or something, you have to know who you're falling in love with. What we're going to do is introduce you to a handful of sweet wines. Now, some of these may be very modestly priced, while others are priced actually in the stratosphere. First of all is Moscato. This one has been around the block quite a number of times. It's light, fruity, and the wine version of a day at the beach. It's like drinking a tropical vacation. Next we have a sweet Riesling. On the bottle it will say either sweet, or if it's from Germany it will say Auschwitz. It's a lovely balance of sweet and acidic, like the love child of lemonade and apple pie. Port, rich and bold, it's basically wine concentrate, perfect for sipping by the fire while pretending you're in like a Victorian novel. Now, Sauternes. A Sauternes is honeyed delight from France. That's as luxurious as eating dessert in a fancy restaurant, of course minus the dress code. Ice wine. Get this, it's made from grapes that had intentionally been frozen on the vine. This wine is as sweet as winning the lottery, but much easier to come by. Late harvest Gewürztraminer. It's floral and spicy. This Gewürztraminer is the wine equivalent of a romantic walk through a flowered market, charming and fragrant. Tokaji wine. It's a Hungarian dessert wine. It's called the wine of kings, and trust me, it's royally sweet. Lambrusco. This is a sparkling red that's sweet and fizzy. Oh, and by the way, fizzy is known as fizzante. It's kind of fun. Lambrusco is a little bit rebellious, like a party in a bottle. Vin Santo. You're being introduced to an Italian dessert wine that's perfect for dipping in biscotti or just sipping while pretending you're on the Amalfi Coast. Now, as you begin to court sweet wines, here are some steps you can take. Embrace your inner child. Sweet wines are like candy for adults. If you're more accustomed to drinking dry wine, this is probably the tip for you. Don't overthink it. Just let your inner child rejoice and savor the sweetness. Pair with desserts. Sweet wines are best friends with desserts. Pair them with cheesecake, chocolate, or fruit tarts, and you'll see why desserts and dessert wines exist together. incredible and fun. These are tremendous. It's like finding your soulmate in wine form. Try sparkling sweet wines. If you like your sweetness with a side of fun, then sparkling sweet wines are the way to go. The bubbles make everything more festive, like drinking champagne at a New Year's party, except it tastes like candy. Use it as a gateway wine. If you're new to wine, sweet wines are like training wheels. A lot of folks get started with sweet wines. Start here, and when you're ready, you can graduate to drier options. If that's you, check out my video about dry wines. But hey, if you want to stay in the sweeter zone, no judgment. It's a pretty tasty place to be. Next up is mix it up. Experiment with sweet wines in cocktails or even in sangria. A little Moscato in your mimosa. Why not? Life's too short to be serious all the time, especially when you're drinking wine. Well, there you have it. So go ahead and embrace the sweetness and enjoy a glass of something sweet. After all, life is too short. Why not make it just a little bit sweeter? Hey Posse, thanks a ton for taking the time to watch this video. I promise no grapes were harmed in the making of it. Well, maybe just a few. Now, if you got any questions, let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you don't want to miss out on any of my future content, go ahead and tap that subscribe button. Oh, and before you go, don't forget to check out some of these other videos. Until next time, cheers.